All right, we're just gonna do a test video and see how this thing works. Cause get ready, cause we about to go in. Let me take my screenshot. All right, breaking down the Mayweather Paul situation. The Mayweather Paul situation. Floyd Mayweather took that L. Went ahead, took that L. Took the L. The Mayweather Paul thing is huge, folks. It confirms a lot of things. It confirms A. Errol Spence kicked your ass in sparring that we all heard about. It confirms Errol Spence whooped your ass in sparring and you ducked him. You fought the likes of Andre Berto, which we not knocking Andre Berto, but he ain't no Errol Spence. He's not a Sean Porter who you ducked. It confirms you ducked Danny Garcia, Terrence Crawford, Antonio Margarito, ducked him. Kell Brook didn't want to unify, ducked him. You know, I mean, Floyd Mayweather, great fighter, but TBE, stop it. Mayweather was exposed by a YouTuber. You failed to knock out a YouTuber, okay? And then you open up a can of worms instead of giving this guy props. You open up that can of worms, Floyd. You exposed yourself. Instead of giving him props, you tried to knock him by saying he's a grappler. You called him Zangief. You tried to call him Zangief, and you played yourself because that's the same thing you did to Pacquiao. So I'm gonna put an asterisk by everyone. And I love you, but I got to keep it 100. I love Floyd. Nobody's a bigger fan than Floyd than me, but I got to keep it 100. Expose a lot of things. An asterisk now goes by every one of those victories. I mean, when you say TBE, you got to critique it as such. So an asterisk goes by every victory, according to you, where you did the one punch, clinch, one punch, clinch, the Valentine's Day special. Every one of those fights, you get an asterisk. It's only fair. Expose a lot of things. Mayweather Paul exposes a lot of things. The truth. You want the truth about Mayweather Paul? This is the truth about Mayweather Paul. It's the truth. And I'll tell you something else, folks. The most tense moment in Floyd Mayweather's professional life is the moment the fans realize that they've been duped and he's got to get the hell out of that ring. And he hears the boo birds. That's the most tense and most feared moment. Floyd Mayweather's not going to tell you this, but he fears that there's a riot that people say, the hell with it. We got ripped off and storm. That's his worst nightmare. That's why he's always polite. He's always polite. And then he goes backstage. You know, he's a little bit more comfortable. Now he got away with the bag, but you got robbed. You got robbed. But he's not even the story. He's not even the story. Jake Paul's the story. 0-1. YouTuber. Comes back, goes 8 rounds with Floyd Mayweather Jr. I mean, it's like he says, you know, you can do it, anything's possible. This guy exposed Floyd Mayweather. There's been reports that he wobbled Floyd Mayweather. I didn't watch the fight that closely, but there's reports that he was wobbled. There's reports. Floyd Mayweather exposed by a YouTuber. Who would have thought that Logan Paul would have the shotgun? Logan Paul is the guy with the shotgun that blows the lid off of Floyd Mayweather's cover as TBE. And I love Floyd, but you don't have an argument when Manny Pacquiao He's taking on Errol Spence Jr., the greatest welterweight since Sugar Ray Leonard. He goes out to the UK, breaks Kell Brook's face, ruined the man's legacy. That's a 50-50 fight. Errol Spence Jr. beats Sean Porter. That's a legacy fight. Kenny Porter, one of the greatest trainers of all time, gets it done. Takes on the true king of 140, Danny Garcia, after a car wreck. And the first time we seen Danny Garcia outclass Errol Spence Jr. That's the guy Manny Pacquiao's fighting after smoking Keith One Time Thurman. Two-time welterweight champion Keith One Time Thurman. So it exposed a lot of things, man. I don't know. You can say Floyd's TBE, but it sounds like you're capping. Sounds like you're eating a whole bunch of those eggplant emojis, my friend. See, that's another thing. The eggplant emojis lovers. They'll do anything to give Floyd top. I mean, that's why they're in the comment section. They're hoping that Floyd sees him and invites him to Vegas so they can give him top. That's why they talk about his money. That's what broads do. We're men. We don't talk about pockets, but congratulations. We're not gonna knock that, but he got paid $100 million in 15 minutes. $100 million. Why do you care? You want to give him top? Huh? That's what broads do. Watch men's pockets. So there you have it. Yeah, there you have it, folks. And you can't complain about the media when people cover the fight. You got your money. We got our talking points. You got your money. We get our talking points. This is how it works. So the story here is Floyd Mayweather exposed by a YouTuber. Couldn't knock out a YouTuber, and he was trying. That's the story here, folks. Also, another story is Logan Paul going egg weight form. Logan Paul going egg weight form. 8 rounds with a professional boxer. 8 rounds. And see, another thing that was exposed is the robbery that was planned to take place, which was Jake Paul. He thought he was going to come smoke Logan pack and then, make short work of him. 1 round, 2 rounds maybe, and then go smoke Jake pack. That's not what happened. That's not what happened. That's it. Good night, folks.